Hey girl, welcome back to the Bliss Code podcast, your weekly dose of self-mastery. I'm your host, Jamie Drew, founder of the Bliss Code, the 8-step formula to help you elevate to your next level. Join me as I explore the unboring side of personal development. We'll talk about everything from mindset hacks to manifestation, and of course, main character energy. So girl, are you coming or what? Hey girl, can I just keep it real with you? Your life is never going to change if you don't get up and do something about it. I mean, it's all up to you. Like, there's not going to be any magic pill that you're going to be able to swallow. There's nothing you can buy at the store that's going to change your life for you. There's things that you can buy at the store that can aid you in doing it yourself, but you changing your life and getting where you want to go is going to be all up to you. I've had people to ask me to come and give talks to children, and I can't because children do not have dominion over their own lives for the most part. But you do. You a grown-ass woman. So you can have control over what happens in your life. I used to work with homeless people, and it was so frustrating because either they didn't have the capacity mentally to do it, or they didn't have the capacity physically to do it, or they did, but their mindset was so jacked up, and I did not have the time to counsel through to them one-on-one, nor did the organization have enough money to hire people to be able to affect that level of change from someone that needs to be brought so far up from the ground. You understand what I'm saying? But you are not in that situation. You can do something about it. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to stop bullshitting around. I want you to go and get a pen and paper. And I want you to take some notes if you want to change your life. This is not for you if you already think every aspect of your life is great. You don't have anything that you want to change. This isn't for you. This isn't for you if you're like, oh, well, sometimes that's just the way things are. And, these are just the cards I was dealt. Go ahead and skip to another episode or to somebody else's podcast because this is not for you. It's not. If you don't believe that you're going to be able to have the power to do anything to change anything about your life, skip off. Bye. This isn't for you. But if you're still here and you got your pen and paper and you're ready to change your life like now, then let's go, baby. First of all, you need to decide in your mind that you're going to commit to this. No backing out of it at any time. Like, there is no getting tired of this. This is not going to be easy, okay? I know it's easier said than done. Yes, this is going to be hard. Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you that straight up, right up front. Are you ready to commit or are you not? Like, it really comes down to how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your appearance? How bad do you want to change your financial situation? How bad do you want to change your relationships? You tell me. If you're going to tell me that you don't have time to do this, click off. This isn't for you. Because what you're going to have to learn to do is make time for the things that you want. Okay? Because everybody else and everything else in your life has been dictating what you do, where you go, how you do it, and what time it is for too long. So if you're ready to level up and have the life that you know you deserve and where you know you want to be, then commit to this process. You said you wanted to embrace main character energy, right? Okay. So that means you can't break character. You're on stage and this is a play. And we are live. And there's an audience. Okay? And they're waiting on you to come out on that stage dressed appropriately and deliver your lines and know your marks on the stage. Okay? Are you ready for this? This is going to be the DIY method. The other method is coming into the Bliss Code Academy and having me walk you through it in a group setting, or communicating with me one-on-one and getting a VIP session or getting a VIP package. That's the hold your hand process. But if you're ready for the DIY, let's go, baby. Step 1. Now I'm giving you the good stuff because this is my formula. This is my signature formula that I created. This is the Bliss Code, okay? Step number 1, silence. Cut it off. Be quiet. Stop bumping them gums. Hold your tongue, okay? Be quiet. Go in silence. Go in solitude. And it's time to start observing yourself. What are some ways that you can go silent? Have a silent Saturday. I've done this before. Tell your friends and family, hey, I'm doing XYZ today, and I'm not going to take any phone calls. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Whoever you have to tell, your kids, your husband, whoever you have to tell, let them know and have a silent Saturday. Some people may not need all day long, okay? Another suggestion, go on a hike. Don't take your headphones. Find some little trail that's nearby, that's at least 30 minutes long, an hour long. Get out there. Hey, don't say anything. Sit with your thoughts. Look around in nature. Be one with yourself. This is where you're going to start to see your thought patterns. This is where you're going to get to know the inside of yourself. And trust me, baby, she's a nasty little thing. She usually says a lot of mean things. And this is where your self-sabotage is. So I know this is a lot of S's for you, but that's the first step of my formula. Okay? Take it or leave it. But I know you're going to take it because you want to change your life, right? Okay, let's keep it going. Another way you can practice silence is to meditate. Close your eyes, close your mouth, put on some soft tunes, or don't put on anything. Just sit there and force yourself to be quiet for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Keep going as long as you can. Sit through the discomfort. This is going to be uncomfortable. But if you want to change your life and you want to level up, then you're going to have to get used to being uncomfortable. Now, if you really want to be advanced and do that silent Saturday and start to see yourself for a whole entire day, not only will you hear the thoughts in your brain that are coming up, all the negative self-talk, every time you go in the bathroom and look at the mirror, what you say to yourself, you will begin to notice your eating habits, your sleeping habits. You will start to notice everything about yourself once you are silent. Now, there's so many other ways to go into the silence, but I'm going to leave that to you to figure out. If you don't like the examples that I've already given, let's move on to the next step of the formula. By the way, the silence and self-observation period is a really good time to look at your bank account. That's self-observation. That is self-observation right there, okay? When you see what you've been spending your money on, go to your bank account, print out the last 3 months of your bank statements. I guarantee you've been spending a whole lot of money on food and other bullshit. Hell, you might even find out that you have more money than you thought you even had. You'll be like, damn, I spent $800 on that last month? Yeah, you did. Step number 2 is for you to start eliminating things. Cut it out. Who can do it instead of you? Who can you delegate it to? What can you put on autopilot? What can you stop doing altogether? What can you take off of your calendar? Like I said, this is going to be uncomfortable because this is where you're going to have to start canceling things, telling people no, that you can't do things anymore. And guess what? This includes your kids too. What can you take off your plate? Who else can you get to do it? Who else can join you in the pickups and drop offs? Get rid of this honor code where it makes you feel so good to do everything by your damn self. No, 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 no. Start to put a higher value on your yes. The value of your yes is so high that almost everything is a no. That people are so excited when you say yes because it really now means something. Start to evaluate that. What can you eliminate? This includes clutter in your house as well. It's time to clean up. Oh, you promised so and so that you were going to go to that baby shower this weekend? Sorry, you can't go. You need to declutter. Send a gift. Now, I know this sounds harsh, but again, how bad do you want it? Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. And really, you've probably been sacrificing yourself for years. So what's a little bit more to flip the script and get the life that you actually want? Those people will still be there in the end if you want them there, because guess what? They might be on the chopping block and up for elimination too. Let's go to step 3. Step 3 is for you to get the look. What do you want to look like? Oh, it's an inside job. Yeah, baby, but it's an outside job too. What appearance do you want to have that you're presenting to the world? Is it disheveled hair girly? Is it peeling nail polish girly? What is it? Who are you presenting to the world right now? And what are you going to do to change that? And don't dare tell me that you don't have time to put extra effort into your look. If it means that you have an hour, 2 hours less of Netflix so that you can get in the bed earlier, so that you can get up earlier, then that's what it means. And if you're tossing and turning at night and you can't sleep and you're like, oh, but I have to fall asleep to the TV, but I have to fall asleep swiping through social media, the reason that you can't go to sleep is because you're spending too much time with that blue light in your face and you're overstimulated. Some of you are seeking really good relationships and you're trying to attract someone. You're trying to call someone in and you're like, they need to have this requirement, that requirement, this requirement, that requirement. Do you meet your own requirements? Like if you met yourself on the street, first impressions, and you looked at yourself, do you have the look of what you think would appear on the person's arm that you want to be with? If you don't, it's time to check yourself. Do you want to be a wife, but you're out here looking like a girlfriend? It's time to check yourself. Do you want to get with someone and date someone and possibly marry someone who's fit and into their health, but you're over here eating at Three Pigs barbecue pit? It's time to check yourself. Because guess what, baby? Most likely, you won't find him there. And on the rarity that you do, he won't be there for long. Because guess what? He doesn't eat that shit. Now, I know that I'm being more rough with you than normal. But this is for my girlies who need a kick in the ass. I'm here for you, babe, okay? I'm still your girl. But we got to make this happen, okay? Okay, let's get into this next step and check out your friendship circle. Who are you networking with? Think about the people that you spend the most time with. Are they on your same page? Are they on your same vibe? Are they going somewhere in life? Okay, well, guess what? Time to get some new friends. And if they're long-term friends or if they're family members that you just don't want to give up, just own the fact that you're going to have to spend way less time with them. You just are. And don't even start with, oh, it's so hard to make new friends. Yeah, you're right. But what are you going to do about that? Get out there and network. Get in these meetup groups or these networking groups or these new to the area groups. Even if you're not new to the area, like, who cares? If you are in this worrying about, what somebody thinks of you because you went and introduced yourself or you're a new member of a group, oh my gosh, then this is just not for you, okay? You are becoming brand new, so it's okay for you to be the new girl, okay? Get uncomfortable. It's the best way to be. I promise you. Let me tell you something. I'm promising you this right now. I'm making a promise to you. If you follow these steps consistently, as if you are an actress on stage, and you do not break character, I promise you that your life will get 10 times better so quickly just before you can even blink. Okay? You are going to start seeing changes immediately if you start doing this immediately and hold to it. You will start to see the results. I promise you. Let's move along. We got work to do. Now, this one is a big time one, and it intermingles through all the rest of them. And it's your habits, okay? What are you doing day in, day out? This includes a lot of things. This includes who you're hanging with on a regular basis, what you're eating on a regular basis, what you're drinking on a regular basis, what you're watching on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? All of these are your habits. You are your habits. That's all you are, is a collection of your habits. Everything that you do on a regular basis is who you are. So take a long look and examine your life and think of what it is that you do every day that's in alignment with where you want to go, and what it is that you do every day that is not in alignment with where you want to go. And the things that are not in alignment, you damn well better eliminate them or do a whole lot less of them. And I cannot stand this thing where people say everything in moderation. No, 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 no. That's not true. First of all, what is moderation? Huh? Because everybody's definition can be completely different. And this is where everybody goes wrong. So if you say, oh, I'm going to eat pizza in moderation, I'm just going to eat it once a day. Is that moderation? Well, you didn't eat it all day. You didn't eat it for every meal. You are moderating your consumption of it. What about once a week? Is that moderation? I mean, if you're talking about eating cake, right? Should you eat cake once a week? Probably not, right? So, but you would think, oh, once a week, that's moderation. Moderation is just so relative that let's just throw that word in the trash, because it begins to mean nothing, and it begins to be the word that you use as an excuse for you to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing. This may be why you're not getting the results that you want, because you're doing everything in moderation. Oh yeah, I eat everything, drink everything, watch everything in moderation. I only watch Netflix for 3 hours a day. It's moderated. Girl, bye. Okay? Make a list of the habits of your future self and just start doing them today. Okay? If you think you don't have time, go back to step 2 where I told you to eliminate some stuff. Okay, this next step, you need to work with your energy. Stay with me now because we got 3 more steps. Okay? This next step is your energy. You need to keep your energy on a high vibration. Of course, nobody's going to be happy all the time, but you need to do what it takes to try to be happy a lot more than you're not. What does this mean? I don't know. Look at something funny, read something funny. Go and have a good time somewhere. Now that you've stopped watching all of the things, now that you've eliminated some things, put some fun things into your life that you're going to do that make you happy. Not only that, you have to work with higher energies, okay? It's not just your energy, it's the universal energy that you need to call in. So whatever you believe in, it's time for you to start picking up those practices, okay? Are you a religious person? Do you believe in prayer? Are you praying regularly? Do you believe you need to go to church? Are you going to church regularly? Are you a witchcraft person? Are you doing your witchcraft? Are you, I don't know, what kind of person are you? Whatever person you are, whatever you believe in, whatever type of spirituality, okay? Whatever type of higher powers, whatever type of energy that you believe you can work with, you need to do it. There's so many people out there staking claims. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. But you're not actually practicing it. Okay? So work with your energy. Work with the energy of the world, what makes the world go round. Okay? And do this intentionally. Be about it. Don't just talk about it. Don't just give yourself a title of whatever it is that you do. Oh, I'm a spiritual person. Or I'm a Christian. Or I'm a Jew. Or I'm a... Name them. Okay? I'm a Muslim. Whatever it is that you do, baby, start practicing it. Start doing it and working with these universal energies that run the world and working with your own energy. This means regulating your nervous system. Okay? So if that's tapping, if that's working out, if that's rolling a J, I don't know, whatever it is to get your vibes right, you need to do it. We're on the home stretch. I hope you're still writing and not just listening. Okay. Second to last step is check your language. What are you talking about? What are you gossiping about on the phone? What are you spending too much time talking about? Okay, that doesn't even matter. What are you complaining about? What are you complaining with your coworkers about every single day? Y'all go to lunch and talk trash about this and that and the other. Stop doing that. Okay, stop self-sabotaging with your language. Stop talking about the things that you don't like. You don't like it? Don't talk about it. Don't pay attention to it at all. Don't give it any of your energy. We're back to energy again. Energy is so important. Habits and energy. Those are two of the big ones, okay? But your language is going to shape your world, okay? Some of us understand the power of the tongue. So control your language, control what you're talking about, and control how you speak to yourself and the language that you use in your everyday life. Yes, it matters. You need to start adopting the language of your future self and talking about the topics that that person likes. Do you want to be a successful business owner? Okay. Maybe you need to learn some successful business owner language and terms and start using them in your everyday life and start familiarizing yourself with them. Because when you get these friends, going back to the friendship step that I talk about, your network, you're going to want to learn how to talk the talk, right? Okay, so get that language together of whoever it is. If you're calling in a relationship, you better get some interesting topics to talk about or whatever it is. You better start affirming yourself in the mirror, saying the things that you want to have, using the proper language for your life. Don't underestimate the power of this language. It's so important what you put out. Look up those. There's been experiments where they will put one plant on one side of the room, or put the plant side by side, or a piece of fruit side by side, and over the months you talk trash to one plant and say how much you hate it and tell the other plant how much you love it. And guess what? It makes a difference in the way that they grow. Look it up, Google it, YouTube it, whatever you got to do. I've done my research, okay? That's like I tell people, when you pay me, when you work with me, you're paying to skip the line. And I've done all the research. I've read all the books. I've had thousands of dollars worth of coaching. I've been to YouTube University. I've read the books, okay? I've had the experience. I know what I'm talking about, okay? So just know that your language matters. These experiments were also done with bottles of water, and the crystallization was different based off of your language, okay? I'm telling you, just trust me on this. Let's get to the last and final step, okay? Because you need all the steps, because I want you to go out here and go. I'm ready for you to soar. The last step, the final, the coup de grace, is places, your environment. Where are you going? Where are you spending your time and your energy? And what are the things that you are seeing with your eyes? If we go back to the step of elimination, have you decluttered? Because everything that your brain sees, it's calculating. Your brain sees everything, even the things that you're not paying attention to right now. Your brain sees it all and absorbs it all. And that is in your mind, taking up space and reminding you of things you don't like. The more time you spend doing things you don't like, talking about things you don't like, and going to places you don't like, and spending time with people you don't like, the more you let the universe know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having things I don't want. I'm okay with consuming things I don't like. I'm okay with spending time with people I don't like. That's what I like. Show me more. It's just like when you get a new car, you've never seen anybody with it until you have it. Because your brain says, oh, she's paying attention to that. I'm going to show her more. You are the algorithm. I told you that already. You work the same way that social media does. That's how your brain works. So whatever you want to have, just keep paying more attention to it. And guess what? It has no choice but to show up the same way again and again and again and again and again. Some of you all have experience with this. So if we're talking about places now with the final step, guess what? Maybe you can't go to Walmart anymore. I know I don't. I'm sorry. That's not my vibe. I cannot go there anymore with people yelling in their bedclothes, playing loud music in the grocery store, checking my receipt before I walk out. I can't. So I understand people's financial situations are different. People's standards are different. But you got to set a standard for yourself in your life. What are you going to do? Are you going to take these steps or not? So if you have to go to Walmart, order it online or something. Okay? Go to the pickup and have them bring it to you or something. But this is an example that I'm using. Hey, maybe Walmart's not a trigger for you, but it was a trigger for me. I'm sure you have places like that in your life. It might be, I don't know, your mama's house. It might be your girlfriend's house. Maybe every time you go hang out with this certain friend, she always takes you to these janky places. Or maybe every time you go to so-and-so's house, it's a roach. Guess what? Stop going over there. Make an excuse. Be like, girl, meet me outside. Girl, come over to my house. Girl, let's meet up at such and such. Whatever you have to do, stop going to places that are not in alignment with your new self. If this means taking a new route to work so that you won't ride through this little janky little area and go over those potholes that annoy you so bad, then that's what it means. Okay? I did not say this was going to be easy. I said this was going to be uncomfortable. But I also said it was going to work. Okay? Now I'm done with my rant. I am done. But I'm telling you, that's my formula. That's my formula. And if you need an easy way to remember it, then just remember the acronym SELF-HELP. SELFHELP. Okay? S for silence, solitude, self-observation. Okay? E, eliminate. L, get the look that you're going for. F, what about your friends? Okay? F is your friends, your network. H, your habits. E, energy work. L, your language. And P, places. If you need more help with this, if you want somebody to hold your hand, head on over to theblisscode.net or theblisscodeacademy.com. Join our academy, join our group so that you can get this group coaching, that you can go through the courses, you can go through the modules, you can understand yourself a lot better. You can get through this with somebody holding your hand, taking it slow a lot. This podcast, I've only been talking for 30 minutes so far. So many people need more help than this. So head on over to theblisscode.net. You can get me one-on-one if I'm still doing that by the time that you listen to this, or get in the group, or do it yourself. Or maybe by the time you listen to this, I will have written a book about it. Whatever it is, this is the way. This is the path. This is the Bliss Code. I've just given you my formula. What are you going to do about it? This has been another episode of the Bliss Code podcast. Membership in our academy is open and rolling. Check us out at theblisscodeacademy.com. Be sure to share this episode with your bestie so she can get the goods too. There's no use you leveling up by yourself. Turn on your notifications so you won't miss out on not one episode of the Bliss Code podcast. Thank you so much to all of our listeners. Thank you to the Bliss Code Academy members. And thank you to everyone who shopped in our Bliss Code shop at theblisscode.net. If you've been itching to dive into a particular topic around mindset, personal development, manifestation, and main character energy, send us an email at support@theblisscode.net and tell us what you want to talk about. And if you're another creative that is itching to get on our podcast, hit us up on social media, or you can email us at support@theblisscode.net. We'd love to have you for a great girl chat.